If you're in the world of online sales, you've probably felt it. The old affiliate marketing playbook, it's just getting tougher and tougher to run. Your costs are going up, people's attention spans are getting shorter, and making sales can feel like a total grind. So what if there was a completely new way to play the game? Today, we're diving into a platform called OfferLab, and we're going to answer one big question. How is this thing really different from a traditional affiliate network? To really get what's happening here, let's start with this quote from Russell Brunson, the co-founder of ClickFunnels. He absolutely nailed it. The online space just feels cluttered. It's noisy. And the old tricks, they're just not working like they used to. Sales have, without a doubt, gotten harder for a lot of people. And this isn't just a feeling, it's real. Relying on organic traffic is a total gamble these days. Ad costs have just gone through the roof. I mean, what might have cost you $100 a couple of years ago could easily be $500 now. And your audience? They've seen it all before. They have offer fatigue. It really feels like you're just shouting into the wind, totally ignored. So, what's the answer? Well, it's a huge shift in how you think about the game. Look at this comparison. The old way, on the left, that was a lonely, expensive road. You had to create the product, pay for all the traffic, and you took on all the risk. But the new way? It's all about collaboration. It's about using other people's proven products, leveraging their traffic, and piggybacking on their success. It's about working smarter, not just grinding harder. Okay, so how does this new way actually play out? It all starts with the first of three big ideas that OfferLab is built on, and they call it collaborative funnels. Just think of it like the Moneyball approach to building a sales team. If you've seen the movie, you know it wasn't about finding one perfect superstar player. Nope. It was about building a winning team by combining different players who were the best at one specific thing. And that exact same logic applies here. The old way, right, was to go searching for that one perfect offer. The unicorn that had an amazing front-end product, incredible upsells, and some kind of recurring revenue. Good luck finding that. The Moneyball idea says, forget that. Let's build a dream team instead. You can grab the best book from this creator, the best online course from that creator over there, and you can assemble them into one single unbeatable sales funnel. And the difference is it's night and day. On the left, you've got your traditional funnel, which is basically a silo. You're completely locked into whatever that one person has created. But on the right, you've got a collaborative funnel. You can mix and match the best-of-breed offers and literally stack commissions from the best products across the entire marketplace. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds cool, but it must be super complicated to build. Well, OfferLab has boiled it down to just 3 simple steps. You find the top offers you want to promote, you select them for each part of your funnel, and then you just hit publish. That's it. And how fast are we talking? Look at this number, 43 seconds. In a live demo, someone built a complete, multi-step, high-converting sales funnel from absolute scratch in 43 seconds. Just let that sink in for a moment. A process that used to take days, maybe even weeks of coding and design, can now be done in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. So, okay, we can build these funnels crazy fast, but how do we actually make them more profitable? Well, that brings us to the second huge idea, and this one is all about buyer psychology. They call it the popcorn principle, and it's a really simple but powerful insight into exactly when people are most likely to buy something. This quote right here is the whole idea in a nutshell. People buy stuff in bursts. Seriously, think about it. 93% of all popcorn sales happen right there in the movie theater lobby. They don't happen a week later because someone got an email. Once a customer is in that buying mood, once that credit card is out, that is the absolute best time to show them other things they might want. All right, let's make this real. Let's say you want to sell a really popular supplement, like creatine. It's a great product, tons of people want it, but the market is, well, it's a Shark Tank. It is incredibly competitive. How on earth do you stand out from the crowd and actually make a sale? Well, if you go the traditional route, you're fighting tooth and nail for that sale, and you might, if you're lucky, make a $20 commission. But look at the difference here. Using the collaborative method, that same customer could be worth $55 in commissions to you. So how is that even possible? Here's the secret. You don't lead with the super competitive product. You use a Trojan horse strategy. You lead with something unique, something with low competition to get that initial yes and make your first sale. And then, because their credit card is already out, you immediately offer the creatine as a simple one-click upsell. Boom. Just like that, you've earned 2 commissions from one customer in one transaction. Okay, let's try this with another huge challenge, selling subscription products. We all know that getting someone to commit to a monthly payment right out of the gate is really, really hard. If you try to sell that subscription directly, you're probably going to end up with what you see on the left, a failed sale and $0. But by using a collaborative funnel, you can actually acquire a customer who's paying you $40 every single month. Here's how it works. Instead of asking for that big commitment up front, you lead with what's called a tripwire. It's a low-cost, almost irresistible offer, maybe something for just $7, that's designed to get that first yes. Once they've bought that, you immediately present a one-click upsell into your recurring program. And that tiny initial sale can turn one customer into almost $500 of revenue for you in the first year alone. All right, this brings us to the third and final principle. And honestly, this one might be the most revolutionary of them all. This is a way to earn money that goes way beyond your own direct sales. It's actually modeled after how some of the biggest companies on the planet make most of their money. This is literally how companies like Visa and American Express became the giants they are today. They earn a tiny, tiny little percentage on every single transaction that happens across their entire network. It's not about making one huge sale. It's about getting a little piece of millions and millions of small sales. Shopify is the perfect modern example of this. You'd think they make all their money from people's monthly subscriptions, right? But that's only 25% of their revenue. A massive 75% comes from those little transaction fees on every sale. That is the Warren Buffett principle in action. Now, here's the part that is so unique. OfferLab lets you get in on this model. Once you prove you can make sales on the platform, you start earning a percentage of every single transaction from anyone you refer to OfferLab. This isn't just about your own sales anymore. You're actually earning from the success of the entire ecosystem that you helped to build. So let's just bring this all home. When you put these three principles together, you realize this isn't just some other affiliate network with a different logo. It is a fundamental change in strategy. It's about building these Moneyball funnels in seconds. It's about stacking commissions with the popcorn principle to maximize profit. And it's about creating a true passive income stream by sharing in the success of the entire community. It's a platform where everyone can win together. Which really just leaves us with this one last powerful question to think about. For so long, online sales has felt like a solo mission, a grind. But what would actually change for you? What would it look like if you weren't the only person selling your stuff? What if you could build your own personal sales army and you could be a part of theirs? If this whole new way of thinking about affiliate marketing has you intrigued and you want to see how you can actually get started, your next step is really simple. Just head on over to offerlabwarriors.com/go.